Hi, everyone. I'm Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and welcome to Old School All-22. Each week, we're going to look at a famous moment, a famous play in Eagles history from the vantage point of all 22 players on the field. I am joined by my friend, our color analyst, and former All-Pro wide receiver, Michael Anthony Quick.
And Merrill, since the Eagles are going to Atlanta this week, we're going to take a look at a classic Jim Johnson defense, a Bobby Taylor interception against the Atlanta Falcons in 2002, sealing a playoff victory. In the Falcons' second possession of the game, Jim Johnson looked to attack and confuse Atlanta's quarterback, Michael Vick. In this pressure call, Corey Simon, Levon Kirkland were required to plug the A-gaps, crossing the face of the center and the right guard. By crossing their face, Johnson pulls their attention from the real threat in the blitz, defensive tackle Darwin Walker. Walker loops around the center and guard and has a clean shot at Vick through the B-gap. Vick's unable to step up and forces a throw to the left where Bobby Taylor swoops in for the interception that he returns for a touchdown. When you look at this play from the sideline angle, you can see how big of a play this truly is for the Eagles defense. If Vick were able to step up, he had a wide open receiver in the middle of the field. But thanks to pressure by Walker, he forces a throw to Shawn Jefferson along the left sideline, giving the Eagles an early lead and what ends up as a 26 win and a final victory at Veterans Stadium.
Mike, I remember that game. It was a cold Saturday night. The temperature was below freezing, and the vet was packed. I mean, it was packed. The crowd was roaring. There were a lot of big hits in that game.
And the Falcons coming off of a win at Lambeau, a place where not many teams had won before, and coming into the vet. And I remember those big cornerbacks, Bobby Taylor, Troy Vincent, and the way that they were able to handle a lot of big receivers, because remember, there are a lot of big receivers coming into the league at that time, but because of those big corners, they were able to effectively hold down a lot of those big receivers.
And of course, the Eagles had to be very, very conscious of the multifaceted game played by Michael Vick, because that was a young, athletic Michael Vick at his physical peak.
Well, and you remember the big hit leveled by Brian Dawkins against Vick.
Never forget that. Never forget that.
The defense, they really stood out.